Good morning, America. This is destiny. You might as well just let it be. You won't get the best of me. I won't lose. Fuck rapping. I can show you.
All right, so the video that we're doing today is Make Em Say by Master P. First, I want to ask you two, if you can recall, when was the first time you seen this video? Where you was at? What was the thoughts going through your mind?
I'm not sure what year it was. I think it's like 97. Probably seen on like Rhapsody, some shit like that.
I don't remember where I was at when I saw the video. I can tell you what I think about the video the first time I saw that shit, but I don't remember where I was at. It probably was Rhapsody. Wouldn't know who else gonna play the video back then. It had to be BET. No, Yo MTV Raps was gone.
So when you think of this video, what's your first thoughts? Because the first thing that comes to my mind is I remember, like, you know, them playing basketball, the live crowd. I think somebody was in a gorilla suit dunking.
The one thing I remember is that gorilla. The gorilla in the suit playing basketball.
Exactly.
And a tank too. The tank was on the floor.
Well, I can say it was the most lit video I ever seen. I was like, this shit.
Bad time period.
Yeah.
You seen a more lit video? Let me know.
Exactly. So we about to get into it. Feel free to stop me at any time as the video plays.
I'm the Colonel of the golden platinum tank. Y'all have the big things, we have the big bang. Third world hustlers, soldiers in combat. My comrades, dealers and wheelers with true tech.
This fucking beat hard as hell.
I was thinking about like that nigga P was flexing his wealth, man. I don't know what they spent on this shit, but the way they shot it, it made it look like they spent a lot of money on this. These niggas had leather jerseys on, all of them. Peep it.
Yeah, I like this beat too. I'm actually listening to it, you know, through my headphones, and I can still hear the bass booming on this.
Your left. You know what beat with it? That was that sample.
No, I don't.
Apache, the old school joint. Apache.
That's the beat for this?
Yeah, beats by the pound.
Strike, commander in chief. If fools run around, I'm knocking out some teeth. I'm down here slanging, rolling with these hustlers, trying to get rid of all you haters and you busters. Stepping on toes, breaking fools nose. In the project, anything goes. Breaking fools off cause I'm a...
Yeah, that's the gorilla right there. That's like stamped in my brain from like my childhood memory though. Just the gorilla just jamming on the rim. So real quick, how well was it known at this time in '97 that Master P was, you know, like
Master
he
P
played
was the
ball,
fucking
right?
man. Master P was the fucking man.
He was the man. Anybody telling you different is a lie. Niggas is trying to rewrite history, though.
Cash Money came later. Cash Money came a little later. But Master P and them niggas had to show smash. No Limit was it.
Okay.
Back in the day. And this time.
Exorcism busting out the extradition. Bullet chopping haters business who about the size of prisons. Our mission, they heard the scary. No limit mercenary. No telling I better get because the worst of their I heard every robbery's gone. If they know everything know. Me more money more. Little fiends still want the greens. The cornbread and the cabbage in your hood. Reminding you so who the bad.
So who was that dude's name?
Fiend.
So I don't even remember him from like No Limit. So
this is like one of the acts they had, but they was like, if you was around,
it was so many of them.
Okay, because I would say like the core, or at least the ones I'm familiar with, Master P, like Silky Shocker, and you know, Mystical, exactly. I guess he Murder too. I have no idea who that is. Even watching this back, I'm like, who is that guy?
Oh, no. So Fiend was one of the better rappers. Just like Silk is garbage. No disrespect, but he's garbage to me. I never liked him. But that's
the best rapper. Just say it like that.
Yeah.
He done about type. He done about cup of tea at all.
Yeah.
Never been. Shots Silk and everything, but he I don't prefer him. I don't. You know, I rap, so I don't understand his rap style. I understand Master P. I understand everybody else.
You don't rap on a beat. I just can't feel it.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
important
what
to
these
me too.
kids like in some of these new rappers too. A lot of like, what's that? Blueface? Why is he so? I don't know, man. God damn. But that ain't got nothing to do with this. That don't got nothing to do with it. Okay.
But
He
yeah,
just not
happy
rapping
belated
on
birthday, that
beat.
Real. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, my
Oh yeah,
bad.
thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
real birthday episode. He popping it real big.
Birthday
But make
special,
him
you
say,
know.
This how you doing it. Make him say, big.
So real quick, while we got this drink paused, I just noticed that Shaq was in this video. It's so much going on in the video that I didn't even pick up on that when I seen it originally or at any point afterwards. So I just peeped that
Master P
Shaq
was
was
the
in this
fucking
joint.
man. Master P went to the NBA for a little bit.
So I know he played in the NBA Summer League, and he had a game where he bought out at least one game that's like that's resurfaced, that's on the internet where he was balling out. But I think
He
he didn't
playing
make
for
this.
the Hornets. He's playing for the Hornets back in the day.
So the Summer League footage I seen, I think he was a Raptor. I think I seen him on the
Yeah,
Raptors.
I think you might have been right there.
Yeah, and
That ain't the Hornets.
he didn't
That
make
or
the
the
final
Hornets.
roster. And I think one of the reasons he didn't make the final roster is because I don't think they thought he was dependable in terms of him making a full time commitment to the NBA. But he can ball. I give him that. He got ball skills. He knocked down his open shots and stuff like that. Definitely, I kind
He
of hate.
said the owner ain't like him because he rap.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see the politics associated with it.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be able to
Say, I'm not Airbnb guaranteed to get them rowdy and move the crowd. I stay on like money cause I like bitches hit nothing but tight women call me I might bitch. I make them say nah nah nah. Don't trip and I bust your shh. And after they say nah 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 nah. I know what my left is quick.
That nigga was his brother.
So I was gonna say that. So for those who don't know,
and
just for confirmation, that's Silk the Shocker right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Silk. So
With the white
Yes, it is.
with the
I
white
give him
Scully
credit
on.
on this drink.
It's on the jersey. It's on all their jerseys. They got their name on all their jerseys.
Okay, and so it's funny because now we in this era of rap. Like when you think of TikTok rap or just generally now, it's more acceptable that you're not writing the beat. So when you think about I don't know, the early era of MCs or people that we consider God MCs now, they're traditionally known for writing the beat, right? And now today we don't see as much of that unless we got one of those melody rappers.
I be seeing these that shit hard, nigga on beat. That's the core thing about rapping.
I don't agree.
You gotta rap on beat.
I disagree. I think we see as much of people rapping on beat as we always did. But now garbage people can get famous on rap.
But that's part of the
That's
argument
why
though. So one side of it is
you had to go through a record company and somebody had to hear you rap for you even get your shit out there.
You had to battle
but
shit.
Nowadays,
you had to rap battle.
You can just get it on the beat and put it on the internet and somebody can like the beat. Because people don't even care what you say no more.
Yeah, so that that's part of the argument though. So now since artists or independent artists got a platform to put their music out, that's what's absorbing the majority of the attention. So when you listen to rappers of today and you look at the viewership they have, the amount of attention they get, and it's for a reason. People aren't looking at rap or music in general for the same things they were looking for before. So more people are generally okay of a rapper not rapping on beat. It's a reason you go to that dude Instagram, he got 1 million+ fans.
But these motherfuckers can't out rap. Because I was rapping that time too. I was rapping back then.
Now we could argue the rapping skills have deteriorated for some of these rappers. We can argue that. We can argue the lyrical content has changed. Not really though, because niggas rapped about bullshit the whole time. But
Still can't talk about shit in this verse right here.
Yeah, but the song's not about shit really. But the point I'm trying to make is because there's a bunch of people on the compilation. What I'm saying is you can fake views now. It's a lot of things you can do now that you couldn't do back then.
Back then,
if he wasn't on his brother's
sales.
record label,
You better get higher sales back then.
If he wasn't on his brother's record label, he wouldn't have made it as a rapper back then.
At all.
That's fair.
Not at all.
That motherfucker loved this shot as a little brother.
That's fair.
And I'm gonna let you know right now, bro. I think you're supposed to love your little brother. What I'm saying is, a lot of these people only listen to the beat, so it's not that they like these rappers. They like the beat.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers like the beat. I raps all the lyrics.
Yeah, it's like the first time I heard somebody who was a dude who was like that was Vic. You remember we was in the car. I forgot this nigga was humming about something. We was like,
that
you like
nigga,
this
Vic
shit?
Vic was singing, rapping some Nicki Minaj shit, word for word.
When she first came out, and we was like, well, like this nigga was like, yeah, I like the beat, and that's the first time I ever heard somebody just like the beat. No matter what she was saying.
VI.
Yeah, he was the first person, so I know people do that. Like he probably not the first. It's just he was the first person I ever heard say that.
Okay.
Everybody start to fighting. Bold, I'm cold as you can see. BG knocking them out all in 3D. Now PD, the game I spit.
Monopolize on everything we see. Keep pistols drawn and cocked. We got the industry locked. We can't be stopped.
Hold up. We gotta give it up for me and X, man. We just gotta do that.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Okay.
Me and was that bitch back in the day.
And she was one of the only ones who actually wrote their own rhymes. As I got older, a lot of these chicks that we thought was ill did not write their own rhymes. And she was ill from the beginning. When she came out on Bout It,
Ice Cream Man too.
She probably can. Huh?
That was her Ice Cream Man.
Oh yeah.
Go back and watch that video. Go back and watch the video.
Yeah. And another thing I just found out, she was the only one. She was the only one, like, of No Limit artists that was actually famous in a city before they even started the label. She been rapping. She grew up with Manny Fresh.
Okay, nice little fun
Manny
fact
Fresh
there.
wouldn't, yeah, but she was like, cause Cash Money said they wanted her too, but they couldn't get her. They had the money at the time.
So this is like the perfect place to stop the video to like capture like the atmosphere of it, right? So whatever venue that is, they stuffed a lot of people in there. Like they at capacity, but you can also, like, while you watching a video, you can hear
CGI.
Yeah.
They didn't use no CGI for the crowd. That's all people.
That's a definitive, like, yeah. That's a certified number of people right there, and they got that joint jam packed, and it don't look like an actual stadium. It looked like they shot it like in an actual like film studio, like they're in like one of those buildings that they create scenes in.
It might be like a high school basketball court, and they are like, the way they did it, they made, because it's not really a full basketball court. So it might be like a high school gym, and they kind of like made it where it looked fuller than it is. Not that it looked fuller than it is, but they made the court smaller to fit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think that's a high school gym though.
That's not a whole basketball court.
Look at the lights that you got up there. So you got this film studio set up of lights, and then like a place like a school that's a public area, they gotta adhere to fire code. And this place is definitely they way over the number of like allow people for like a public building like a school. So to me, this whole area right here just screams studio.
It might be.
I'm not sure, but I think this was her song. If I was like her idea.
Nah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's fire.
Cause you know that hook is from the 80s.
From the 80s.
I forgot what rapper. Make Em Say Uhh.
I didn't know that.
T-La Rock, some shit. Old song. A Cool Rock Ski. I forgot the name. Cool Rock or some shit like that.
You said this song is 100% old school hip hop. The sample, the
lyrics. Make Say Uhh, yeah.
This is the homage
to
original hip hop.
That comes to something else.
Didn't even know it.
What does it mean?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I'd be lying to say I did.
Okay.
So it sounded good.
Want some more? Then let's go. Stretch it out like elastic. Zip that ass up in plastic. Have your folks picking caskets and drastic. Our tactics is homegrown in the ghetto. So feel the wrath of this sister. It's like you fighting 10 killers. Maker, guaranteed you'll get carried away. So stay in your place when you hear mama speaking. Cannon spray, clear the way when you see the tank creeping.
Make 'em say, I'm that one that rap. Look up to when they won't know how to do it. You can be the living scene. Motherfucker with the brand is it. You can live off chopper tools. I done pay my dues, but they'll play the blues. They play me like they're scared to lose. I'm still a fool. You ain't heard the news. I wasn't no limit. Something made a major move.
He was another one. He originally came out on some other record label. So he was already like a famous rapper.
And he was like relativity, some shit like that.
Yeah.
That traditional shit. His first joint.
Yeah. And then he was like a #1 draft pick that they got over there. And it's just like Cash Money had better, No Limit had better beats. So like once they put him on the better beats, it was over. He was already like a rapper on another record label.
Okay.
Yeah, like the rest of them was all like came out with On No Limit. He was the only one that came out somewhere else. And Mia X, they both like was draft picks they brought over.
Got you.
Said one of the greatest videos of all times. I'm just gonna say that. Like whether you like the song or not, you can't front on the video, man.
Yeah, that video's epic. For sure. So while I got you here, tell me a little bit about Master P. So I know he originally from New Orleans, or did he get popular anywhere else first before?
When he went to college, I think he played basketball in college too, but and he got family out in the Bay, out in California. So he used to go back and forth because a lot of people in Cali is from Louisiana and Texas. I don't know if you knew that. Like most people from California is from either Louisiana, Texas, and probably like Arkansas.
Okay.
He started his record label out in the Bay. His record store was called No Limit Records, and he started the label with the name of the record store. He started putting out mixtapes for like Bay artists, like on like No Limit Records, but it was like his mixtapes was like Bay artists. Then he would sneak a couple New Orleans artists in because they wasn't known nationally or some shit like that. Once he had enough money, he would start to bring the artists down south, and like bring the people he knew was fired from down there up. And he was selling a lot of records down south because they really didn't have no real major rap scene. Like everybody down south had to get it on their own. That's why the rappers now that's coming up from down south, they know how to sell records better. Down south niggas used to maximize whatever money they got because they had to sell it on their own out the trunk.
The thing about Master P, he know how to like hustle the rap game. Probably movie units.
So anything about the visuals y'all want to call back as far as the video goes?
I'm with him with something that fucking tank calls.
Yeah, I know, right? There was an actual tank in the video.
The shit looked gold. It looked gold.
He spent a lot of money making it look like a tank in the video.
Didn't they shoot the backboard?
So I would say that this song is like a regional anthem, right? Like, where do you think this song stands in like history as like regional anthems? Do you think this is more like a time capsule song? Do you think this song still got played today?
I think more like a time capsule song.
Okay.
Like nostalgia reasons. That's why I like it. It brings back old memories.
I would say a time capsule song, but that's maybe because we from the north. I don't know. I know this though. If the right DJ played it, it can still play in the club for like older niggas now. If they put it in the right rotation.
So I think your gut instinct is right.
Over 35 club though. It definitely not gonna work at no young club.
I think your gut instinct is right though. Like it's a time capsule song because it wouldn't be that hard for you to say it wasn't. Like California Love, I don't feel like it's a time capsule song. And this song, for whatever reason, it just don't resonate that same way.
I gotta be honest. It could be because of the region we grew up in though. If you was in Louisiana, this shit probably still bump. Because some of the music still sound like this. Still got the same sound into it. Okay. If you listen to Louisiana artists from like down bottom, especially like Boozy and shit, like even when a lot of their songs still got the same type of instruments, like the drums in it, in their modern songs. So you go down there, this shit probably still dump hard as hell.
This shit up here like a whole other world. Compared to like the rest of the world, the rest of this country.
But could that be just
it's like everything like regional, not regional?
Could that be like the artist you name it? So like Bootsy, for example, is an older artist. Like, could that just be him just holding on to a part of his?
But the bounce sound itself is still big down there. So this could still go into rotation down there more than you think it could. Because that's they regional music bounce. And not necessarily they making bounce music, but that sound is still inside they beats. Actually still make bounce. I'm thinking about it.
Who's your favorite No Limits on artist?
Mia X. I love C Murder though. We can't have a bunch of favorites. Cause I could I like Cain and Abel. I like Cain and
Abel. They're my favorite. Cain and Abel.
I mean, you can have as many favorites as you want. We ain't ask you who's your top favorite or your number one favorite. You can, you know what I mean?
For me, Kate Abel, Mr. Southern, and the nigga Mr. Magic. That was the name, Magic.
Mr. Magic, yeah, Mr. Magic. But nah, man, Fiend, C Murder, Mia X, and Kane Abel's a group, so I give them that.
Young Bleed too.
They had a lot of people that I ain't even hear. I seen people that be on their documentaries. I ain't even hear about them. But like I'm talking about the ones I heard.
Macarap too.
Fiend was nice. They had a bunch of rappers. Bro. But I'm talking about my.
Them niggas coming out every month. Them niggas drop something every month.
Yeah, he say drop 20-something albums 1 year. So yeah, I can't fucking figure out
some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't even know all artists. So let's keep it a buck. I don't know all artists. Niggas was wearing Masterpiece sneakers and them was the ugliest shit I ever seen.
In my life.
Who we have his sneaker deal to?
I want to say like, was it Covers?
I don't even know, bro. I was walking past them.
It's ugly. Them shit's ugly. Ugly as hell. It was like them. This Robin shit. This Robin shit was alright.
I'm telling you. Niggas was coming up from all parts of the South, Masterpiece on with no problems on it. Like niggas was like stepping on them shits, like they was lemon pepper steppers and shit. When they came through the mall, like my nigga, so like I just feel like y'all being biased.
I never seen one nigga in real life with random shits.
You younger than me. You wasn't out in the town for real in 1997.
Like you was way out in the town for real.
Think about it. Did I have a pocket full of bus schedules?
That you did. I ain't gonna lie. In that case.
So why would you have a pocket full of bus schedules
like that? So you right. You've seen a notable amount of people wearing Masterpiece shoes.
Me personally, I never seen nobody. He might did.
When people came up here from down south, they were wearing Masterpiece shoes. Y'all younger than me. Trust me, dude. They were selling them shoes. This is like when them ugly ass Sean Carter's came out. Every nigga from New York really thought he was the man. And we used to laugh at him when they used to walk up with them S. Carters. You remember that?
Yeah.
They used to love them S. Carters, bro. Them shits was like 150 in New York. They was like fucking $60 here.
Okay.
And they all come like, yeah, I got the S. dots on my feet. We be looking at them like, you really wearing that bullshit? But they wore them S. Carters, bro. And I'm telling you, they was over $100.
It was designed after the old Gucci nigga.
That's not why they was wearing them. They was wearing them. I don't know why they was wearing them,
but they definitely designed like Gucci shoes.
But they wasn't Gucci shoes.
I was supposed to say you gonna get to the Gucci nigga. You know, Brooklyn niggas love Jay-Z. Them niggas love that nigga.
Exactly. We didn't like them. They loved them. You know what I'm saying? And if we didn't like them, I'm pretty sure people all over America didn't like them.
It was consensus that them shit is ugly. All around America. Everybody knew he's ugly.
They wore them in New York, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm talking about no limit.
Yeah, I don't.
That shit was ugly. The general consensus.
We can't say it's the general consensus because I see niggas from down south coming up wearing Masterpiece.
Motherfucker, one nigga. Maybe five.
I would probably say that the majority of people thought that those shoes wasn't attractive or appealing.
General motherfuckers thought it was ugly.
Most black people live in the South. Their population is way over what the fuck we got up here. You can add the West Coast, Midwest, and the Northeast all together, and the majority of black people still live in the South.
Was they like the Iversons? Was they on the level of Iversons?
We know they weren't on the level of Iversons, bro.
Absolutely not.
The S. Carters were also not on the level of Iversons. When the S. Carters was out, every nigga from New York who wasn't a bum back in them days when they was out wore S. Carters, bro. That I ever met. They came up here proudly wearing S. Carters. When that sneaker was on the shelf popping, and when it wasn't even popping, like when it was going out, they still was wearing them. They was keeping it popping way past the time. But the thing is, the South sticks together on things, and they're more unified on shit like that. And people that was coming up wasn't from Louisiana. I ain't never met a nigga from Louisiana. To be honest with you, when I was younger, I ain't never met nobody from Louisiana. So these people was coming from different parts of the South. They wasn't coming from Louisiana, and they wasn't coming from Texas. They was coming up from North Carolina.
Florida, it could be anywhere. Texas.
I don't know if they came up from Florida. I'm just talking about the people I saw wearing them. They was coming up from different parts, looking for them in the mall. They was kind of surprised it wasn't even in the mall. and they was having them on their feet and they was clean. It wasn't like bums with Master P sneakers on their feet. They had an outfit to match the Master P sneakers.
What they always say, bro?
Color wise, I'm not saying they was wearing a Master.
So I just did some research on the shoe, right? So the shoe came out in the 1990s, 1999 to be specific, on the Converse. There was a Converse shoe, and there is evidence that suggests that there was strong reasonable appeal in the shoe. Even to this day, like looking at Facebook groups, like people remark that the South was locked on those shoes. So to Khalil's point, regionally, those shoes did have strong appeal. You couldn't go nowhere in any southern state without seeing someone wearing a pair of Master P. That's what somebody on Facebook said.
All right, Brett, I ain't got no Facebook. I got to get a Facebook. You know what I mean? I still got to get mine. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, particularly in the U.S., those shoes had a notable cultural footprint.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that forward difference make a difference when you little. Like, you probably was like 11, and you probably just in the neighborhood playing. When I was going out places, we see niggas from down south. They had on Master P's, man. I don't know what to tell nobody, bro. Well, 99. It came out 99, you said?
Yep, 1999. Late 90s, 1999 specifically, is when he got the endorsement deal.
Going everywhere on the bus. I was going everywhere, except for South Buffalo. That's the only place I didn't know. South Buffalo. The only place I could go.
Converse specifically did the deal with Master P to pick up sagging sales. So they knew that they was linking with a rapper that had Master P at that time, and they thought that he would be able to help them sell shoes. So I didn't even know that Master P had launched. He had another sneaker brand in the 2010s. I had no idea.
You talking about Figurati? Yeah. But that's for big boys. Moneyati is for big boys though. You can't be broken with them. They're just like 500.
It was a luxury Italian-made brand.
I knew about it. I just ain't got the money.
About that.
Because if I was going, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, if I was gonna buy some big ass ugly sneakers like all these niggas be buying now, I would have bought Moneyati's to support Master P. Because his sneakers was no ugly. Moneyati's are no uglier than the shit these niggas be wearing, and they be proud to wear big heels like this. Like, this is Gucci, bro. Yeah, his sneakers are no that
platform shit.
So, Khalil, I gotta give you a nod for definitely one, because it was 30 years ago or 25, 30 years ago, and being able to like remember seeing like people from the South with those shoes on, because actually seeing like the shit on the internet that there's like, okay, so yeah.
I don't know why boys challenging me, boy. I don't know why y'all were challenging me, but you gotta remember I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 40s. You feel me? So, just the way you said you went to Bronx. You was in Bronx, right? You said you was in the Bronx, right?
Yeah, I was like not even in Brooklyn, like in the Bronx, and I was going into boutiques and stuff and seeing S-Dots and people buying S-Dots. Nobody doubted you when it came to the S-Dots. The S-Dots definitely was definitely popular. I can was old enough to at least remember that.
They're popular than No Limit. They're Master P's.
Yeah.
For sure,
yeah.
No, they were not. No, they were not.
At least up here they was.
I'm about to look that one up too.
Who wore S-Dot Carters? And then y'all got to understand, we live in the smallest region of the country, from Maine to Maryland. Little bitty states. A bunch of little bitty ass states. From Maine to Maryland. They'll give us nothing else. We don't have Ohio. That's Midwest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different like vibe out there. We don't got Chicago.
So just to add some context to some S-Dot Carters, they sold out instantly. So like on the first day, they were sold out everywhere. Like based on the stats that I'm getting from Gemini and ChatGPT, they sold out everywhere on the first day. Nike reported selling over 10,000 pairs on that first day. And,
I thought it was Reeboks.
Yeah, they were. What'd I say? Nike? That was accident. Yeah, they were definitely Reebok. Yeah, they was Reebok. It was a 50-50 venture deal, and Jay-Z was the first person to have a signature shoe at Reebok that was not an athlete, and that deal sparked or inspired Reebok's deal with 50 Cent.
But that doesn't really say if it was more popular than the Masterpiece sneaker. It just said it sold out everywhere on the first day.
Like if you don't sell a certain number of shoes, it's not going to be reported. So just off the fact that they got the sales numbers from two shoe brands that's big as Converse and Reebok is, those numbers would be reported.
Yeah.
So like,
but they didn't. I get what you're saying, but like this is how my mind works, and I'm different. I didn't hear numbers. I heard like they sold well. I didn't hear numbers. I'm not even down to argue it because I mean they both sneakers I wouldn't wear, so I don't care. But
just based off the numbers, like
man.
even Foot Locker reported the sales on S. Carter's. Like Masterpiece shoe, I get it. Like regionally, it did really well, but Jay-Z shoes sold more. Yeah, national Jay-Z sold more shoes.
I don't know, but you know what? You could be right. Jay-Z got more white fans at that time.
Yeah,
like no
whatever you want to
chop
up to, like commercial success. Yeah, he's more of a commercial artist.
It's just odd to me because I remember when we used to have to beg people to listen to Jay-Z.
Having less layered music in terms of Devil Entendres because people didn't want to hear it. He said that.
Yeah, he dump it down.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah. He didn't become like as far as the way people dick riding him to after the Blueprint.
I could see
after
that.
The Blueprint, then it was like the D riding went higher. It was like niggas who didn't even like Jay-Z. It started making you not want to like Jay-Z. Like, come on, yeah, niggas never listen to Jay-Z. You can tell the way they talk about it. They act like they don't know none of his old music.
Yeah, I know. And I know I'm younger, so it's easier for me to make the argument, but I can specifically remember becoming a Jay-Z fan and listening to the Blueprint. Like I remember my mom having that blue tape in the car, me popping that shit in and being like, yo, this shit is fire. That was definitely the album that made me a fan.
And I love the Blueprint, but I was thinking, but it was like people wasn't really listening to Jay. I mean, Rick Ross said that he openly admitted it. Like I ain't never heard of the album before Blueprint.
That's fair, especially
not that he said he just like Jay-Z. He was just saying like if he was just to be honest.
Yeah, especially where he was at. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like I remember we said to like kind of beg niggas to listen to Jay-Z. Like, yeah, man, Jay-Z is like, I wasn't trying to hear that. That's why I get mad when people try to rewrite history and like Jay-Z and Pac. Jay-Z was never on Pac's level, bro. You have to beg nobody to listen to Pac. You didn't have to beg nobody to listen to Biggie.